Then Indestructible held up today along with Holloway Boy, Galeron and Shaquille is still at the back of the field. Hurtling then down the Roly Mile, they're inside the halfway stage, heading for the 3 furlong marker. And it's High Royal from Dubai Mile, Chaldean far side, Silver Knot with every chance. Then Little Big Bear, August Rodan now being asked to improve, one from the right by Ryan Moore in the blue and orange jacket. On the far side, trying to run on his noble style. High Royal wandering in front there from Chaldean. Chaldean with every chance. Royal Scotsman now coming through well on the stand side with Shaquille, the favourite well beaten. Both the O'Brien horses well beaten. They run into the dip. Chaldean far side. High Royal just can't run straight. Then behind those Royal Scotsman and Noble Style and Dubai Mile. Chaldean on the far side out in front. The Dewhurst winner in the hands of Frankie Dettori in his final season, and he wins another Guineas. Chaldean wins it from High Royal.
And then the yellow of Stenton Glider not far behind the leaders as they begin their journey now, already down to halfway, with Matilda Peacock having the advantage to Naomi LaPalia and Queen Me. Lazoo's on that far side with Polly Pop there as well, and Queen Me on the extreme right. Sweet Harmony and Mawj leaving there to Mama's Girl. Tahira, she'll be about 8th now, making her run. Remarco's behind her. And then Column's Dream of Love as they head then down past the bushes now. Tahira in the green chasing Mawj with Mama's Girl towards the right into contention as well. Lazoo's not far behind on the far side of the course. And still Matilda Peacock with a little bit of a chance as well. Heading down into the dip now. In blue, Mawj. In green, Tahira. This pair are clearing the QIPCO 1,000 Guineas. Behind them in 3rd place is Matilda Peacock, and it's Mawj in the blue colours, fighting on strongly. Tahira the green jacket, but it's Mawj just in front of Tahira. They're well clear.
Never Ending Story goes along in 3rd position. Then came Remarque. To the outside is Random Harvest, then Via Sistina in front of Nashwa, and Coppice is at the rear of the field. They're racing now down towards the final 3.5 furlongs. Astral Bow leads narrowly from Prosperous Voyage towards the near side. Remarque is in behind those. Via Sistina moving up with menace towards the outside of Random Harvest. Then came Never Ending Story. Coppice behind that was and then Nashwa, who's trying to find a way through. The racing now down inside the final quarter mile. Astral Bow about to be joined by the nose-banded Remarque. Nashwa coming through towards the inside, looks a major player. Via Sistina's under pressure. Coppice out wider inside the final furlong, and Nashwa has strode on now. It's Nashwa by a good few lengths to Remarque. Then came Via Sistina and Astral Bone heading up towards the line. Nashwa gets right away to win the Falmouth Stakes impressively. Nashwa the winner from Remarque. Via Sistina 3rd.
Vadream is 3rd. Azure Blue on the near side in a noseband, followed by Cardam, who's very keen indeed. Preceded by Kinross. Shaquille now making rapid headway, going up into 2nd, chasing Art Power now, and at the back is Run to Freedom as they race through the first quarter mile, and Shaquille taking off to join Art Power. They're followed then by Kinross now moving into 3rd place. Vadream, Little Big Bear, Azure Blue on the near side, Run to Freedom and Cardem as they race on now towards the final 2 furlongs, and Shaquille quickly recovered the ground after a slow start, but he's being pushed along. Art Power, here's Azure Blue on the left running on well from Vadream, then Run to Freedom, Kinross, and behind these Cardam, Little Big Bear is well beaten off. Shaquille leads the way up the hill inside the final furlong. It's Shaquille who leads. Run to Freedom running a big race from Kinross and then Art Power, but Shaquille muscling home, and he's clear by 2 lengths. The Royal Ascot winner doubles up in the July Cup.
Jacket Porta Fortuna there as well. Persian Dreamer locking on to the far side group as well, which also contains Jasna's Secret in the red cap with the back marker there, Pearls and Rubies. The near side trio, that She's Quality in the pink colours, leading them from Zhuangxi in the purple and yellow hoops. Right behind them, Soprano is held up in 3rd place, just chased along briefly as the runners hurtle past the halfway in the Group 1 Juddmonte Cheveley Park. Over on the far side, Cherry Blossom taking on Sacred Angel. Porta Fortuna going well. Persian Dreamer in the purple jacket coming there. Jasna's Secret and Christophe Soumillon cruising behind them. Needs a gap. On the near side, She's Quality being taken on there by Soprano as they race down towards the dip with just a furlong left to go. It's the centre group that has it though. Coming through Porta Fortuna. Jasna's Secret's lost her place. Porta Fortuna the leader as they race on up the hill inside the final furlong. Oshie Murphy on Porta Fortuna wins at Cheveley Park. The fastest away was Sketch over the 6 furlongs for the Juddmonte Middle Park Stakes, and he leads a little cluster of 4 on the far side. Lake Forest Blue Jacket close up with elite status. Jassur held on to, taking a bit of a grip, the grey. The group of 5 now converging on the near side. Give Me the Beat Boys right up there together then with the pink colours of Starlust, followed by River Tiber, Vandeek, and then Task Force looking on in last place. Interesting that Jassur has been allowed his head now for Richard Kingscote, and he races wide apart from the other runners as they go past the halfway. He's over on the far rail. Down the centre, Sketch showing good pace, tracked there by elite status. Then driven behind them is Lake Forest on the near side. Give Me the Beat Boys running a big race, taken on now by Starless. Here's River Tiber. Vandeek just a bit short of room, but is making good ground now, the favourite, in the black and yellow stripes. Down the dip, up the other side now, and Vandeek has shown a sparkling turn of foot here in the middle park. He goes up by 2.5 lengths then, and Vandeek is going to maintain his unbeaten record and wins the middle park in style.
Meanwhile, leading the 2 over on the far side is Random Harvest, who's a 1.5 lengths in front of Goldana. Still Heredia towards the rear of the field together with Coppice. They come towards the halfway point in the 58th running of the Sun Chariot Stakes, and it's Roman Mist who still has the lead. Roman Mist now by 1/2 length. Over on the far side is Random Harvest in second. Frankie Dettori has switched Inspiral to challenge right up against that far side rail, and Inspiral has travelled well into the race. Towards the near side, Meditate is driven to close. Now Marchesa de Sevigné is beginning to make a move alongside Heredia, but inside the final 1/4 mile, it's Inspiral and Frankie Dettori who've got the lead. Down into the dip. Inspiral's lead is 3 lengths over Heredia in second. Marchesa de Sevigné, but now as they meet the rising ground, it's Inspiral who is cleared by 3. Marchesa de Sevigné and then Heredia, but it's 500 wins for Frankie Dettori at Newmarket as Inspiral wins the Sun Chariot.
Heading on then down the centre of the racecourse and approaching the 4 furlong marker and therefore the halfway stage, and Brilliant is now loose on the lead. Has gone 4 or 5 lengths clear of Seaward second. Shawari in the red jacket on the right. Ylang is getting a little bit closer from See the Far Side Classical Song, then Caught You Looking and Ambiente Amigo. Brilliant still leads the way. Can they catch the leader? Still a long way to go. Brilliant chased by Seaward. See the Far on the left. Shawari is under pressure, so too Ylang. Brilliant is coming back to the field, about to be swallowed down by See the Fire and Shawari. These two battling on past the early leader. Ylang slightly distracted there. See the Fire is leaning across towards the stand side, challenged all the while by Shawari, and then Ylang as they meet the rising ground. See the Fire near side Shawari. Ylang stays on far side, dark blue jacket. Shawari on the near side. Ylang on the far side. See the Fire between them, but it's Ylang this time. The odds-on favourite in this Dewhurst Stakes from Evan Shaddad, second on the far side. Alyanabi on the near side. Back in fourth, Indian Run and Iberian, followed by Henry Adams, Array, and on the outside, Hartem, and the pace doesn't look too hot. They're well grouped together. City of Troy dictating matters here as they race on towards the halfway stage. City of Troy from Evan Shaddad on the far side. Alyanabi, Indian Run. Henry Adams pushed up to get a bit closer. Hartem on the outside from Iberian, and Array at the back of the field. Ryan Moore crouches a little lower in the saddle. He begins to ask City of Troy to lengthen now as they race on inside the final 2 furlongs. City of Troy leads the way to Evan Shahad, and the leader is beginning to open up. City of Troy, but being chased by Alyanabi and by Iberian. Running down to the final furlong. City of Troy by a couple of lengths. Alyanabi into second, and Evan Shahad now meeting the rising ground. And here's where he's impressive. He's pulling right away. Oh, a brilliant winner of the Dewhurst. City of Troy